Franny pie, wait for me! I'm sure some people ship them too. Although, actually, that's really weird when I think about it. I mean, Franziska appears a little older than she actually is. Partially because she's mature, partially because white hair at her age, partially because she just does. But Ray, I believe... Yeah, that's getting really creepy. Anyways. Justine! Sup? Do you know you're a murder suspect? How's it feel? Ah! Judge Courtney! If it isn't Prosecutor Edgeworth, I hope that all is well. Have you heard the latest news that you're a murder suspect? Hope you squirm. I really hope you squirm. All is not as well. Just what was going on in that trial earlier. Okay, there's no need for that. But, even though Miss Courtney should know exactly who the culprit is, what made you... In a court of law, the only thing that truly matters is evidence. Whatever my own feelings may be, it should not affect the verdict. That's why I should just get someone who's completely impartial. Or get the jury system, which shows them an Apollo Justice, but... Actually makes me wonder, how's Dual Destiny's gonna handle that? I'm assuming they're not just gonna ditch the jury system. They're probably gonna keep it. That'll be interesting to see. That would be really stupid, though, if you started the game and turns out, oh, yeah, jury system didn't work out, we're just gonna go back to the old format. What? So, is this the judge persona of Justine Courtney we're seeing? Cold-blooded and heartless. It's fine if you think of me as such. I think of you like that normally, even without the judge persona. But, it would be nice to see your squirmy side, now that we know you're a murder suspect. Even as a judge, she's still this stubborn. Judge Courtney, there's just one thing I'd like to ask you. And what would that be? 2 nights ago, you went to the roof of the Grand Tower. The roof, you say? Ah, you're about to start squirming. You met with the president there, correct? The 2 of you were caught in the security camera. Is there some sort of problem with that? Yes, the president was found dead. Today, the president's body was discovered, very close to the Grand Tower. That's right, you're a suspect. Take that, bitch. That's... You understand now, don't you? You're a suspect. What happened between you and the president up on the roof? Nothing. We merely spoke for a few minutes. Once our business was done, I headed straight home. I took the elevator back down alone. And what about him? Indeed, that was shown on the security camera footage as well. What exactly did you and the president talk about? I highly already stay up there for a whole day, so he had to either be hidden somewhere, because he was already killed, or... Well, no, that's the only option. Either he snuck down himself through the 51st floor and thought it was just stupid, because she was asleep for a while, or his body was hidden somewhere by the real killer, and he was already dead at that point. Yeah, what exactly did you guys talk about? That, I cannot say. I see. However, I cannot afford to let it up just yet. That being the case, I guess my only remaining option is to use that. Don't tell me you're talking about logic chess. Don't refer to logic chess like it's some kind of thing, like it's some kind of Magatama. I'm sure you got it because of the Magatama, like it inspired you to create logic chess, just like how Yugi's Shadow Games Mind Crush thing kind of inspired Kaiba to create the virtual boxes in the Duel Monsters manga, but it's not quite the same concept. She is definitely hiding something, and I'm gonna draw it out of her. Time for my Magatama chess! Logic chess with Courtney. Was wondering if this was ever gonna happen. 2 nights ago, Judge Courtney met with Prosecutor? President Huang, who is not a prosecutor. And I don't believe he had an objection either, though Horace did. Now, I would expect her to have a tough setup. 1 rook, 1 bishop, 1 knight. That seems like something Courtney would have. It is true that I spoke with President Huang on the roof of the Grand Tower. However, we only discussed business. There's no need to tell you what was said. Although, this is really cool. the fact that we're facing Courtney means we're gonna beat Courtney, I would think. Which means she's gonna have to squirm to some extent. We're gonna find out some hidden truths she doesn't want us knowing. It's exciting! Huh. Just like in the trial earlier, she won't reveal her personal feelings easily. When she's speaking as a judge, it'd be better for me to wait and see what develops. So I'm guessing when she has her gavel out, she's speaking as a judge. Now then, I'll start by asking her what she talked about with the president. Let's do it. Versus Courtney. About time. Could you tell me what you and the president talked about? No, overruled. My meeting with the president was strictly business. And since it has nothing to do with you, I am not obligated to answer your question. I'm an acquaintance of the president's. No, she has their gavel out, so I'm assuming she's in her judge persona. I appreciate your understanding. Even so, you certainly are a very busy person, aren't you? You're a member of the PIC and a judge as well. You even assist with the investigations. I'm simply fulfilling the professional duties that have been assigned to me. Oh really? You sure it's not the will of the goddess of bitch? Was your meeting with the president also one of the duties assigned to you as a judge? Yes, of course it was. Oh really? I am one who lives for the law. I would never act outside my professional duties. Oh, you're getting squirmy. Help me on the meeting. This morning, you returned Kay's promise notebook to me. I don't believe that all of your actions are simply done for the sake of your duties. That was an easy first break. It's true, it seems I still retain some immature qualities. I wouldn't call it immature, it was your own personal kindness. Weren't you also distressed when you found out the president had passed away? Yes, it is very unfortunate. Why did he have to die? It seems he was crushed by the head of a monster called the Mighty Mozilla. Excuse me. You see, Mozilla is... Is that true? What? What do you know? This should be interesting. You mean, the president died at the temporary Mozilla film lot? Indeed he did. Yes, that's right. I'm surprised that you know about Mozilla. Well, I suppose she must have talked to him about Mozilla or something, and they had a secret personal dealing, I guess, that had related to the film, maybe? Possibly. Yes. I had heard about it from Sebastian. Oh, is he a fan? He told me that the movie was being filmed near the Grand Tower. She seems awfully shaken up about that. And I'm also curious about Sebastian, who went missing along with the evidence. She said she wouldn't talk about the president. However, we might be able to get her to reveal her secret through another line of questioning. Oh, and where shall we go with this? There's actually something I was thinking about off screen. She's supposed to be on normal. There must be some reason behind it. But yeah, there was something I was thinking about off screen. Like, you know, before I said, well, there's no way Sebastian could be one of the missing sons, right? He's only 17. But I'm like, wait. What if he only thinks he's 17 because that's what his what Blaze told him he was, and Blaze is maybe Sebastian's stupid enough to have bought that all these years, and he's actually much older, maybe, possibly. I don't know. It would validate my older voice for him. It's just, where's Prosecutor Bestie? Francisco may have taken over the prosecution in Sebastian's place. However, as long as he still possesses some of the evidence, the trial cannot proceed. I intend to carry out a fair trial. So says the name of the goddess of law or something, right? The prosecution is unable to present evidence. The defendant must be declared not guilty. You and the defendant are both guilty. Both? She is a bitch, but I don't think she's been guilty of anything just yet. I'm a judge. I cannot allow my own personal feelings to get in the way. So, you're saying you're not the least bit worried about Sebastian's whereabouts? Of course, I am. I'm worried about Sebastian as well, but... Ooh, you got the hots for him? The Bound Chicka Wow Wow? I'm sure some people think she has the hots for Edgeworth, but... And then again, the hots for Sebastian. It wouldn't be that weird, because he's only 2 years younger than Franziska, as weird as that is. But Franziska just has a lot more maturity to her, which is why I don't think Miles Franziska is that weird. But, meh. She feels a lot more like a surrogate mother to Sebastian. not even a teenage mother, but I guess it's because of Sebastian's immaturity. He's like half his regular age, which would make her, yeah, a teenage pregnancy. Anyways, I'm worried about Sebastian. Are you worried about anyone else? You're worried about Sebastian as well. Wouldn't that mean... I actually completely missed the as well. Nice catch, Edgeworth. Too busy talking. But there's someone else you're worried about. Oh, spinning right round, Bishop. Ah! By any chance, would that person have something to do with your unnatural behavior? Who could it be? That's impossible. I'm Judge Courtney. I'm complete stone-faced bitch. I don't worry about people. Inconceivable. Follower of the law. I'll not be swayed by personal feelings. Basically the same thing. As a judge, you're only human. It may be true that those who stand in court have a duty to follow the law. However, we're not superheroes. You and I are only humans. It's impossible to completely ignore your own feelings and render an impartial judgment. Especially if you were there at the crime scene. This is going smoother than I thought it would. It is as you say. As I am now, I cannot hand down an impartial verdict. Judge Courtney, why don't you tell me the truth? You want to rush to a swift conclusion so you can find Sebastian, don't you? Although, wait, as well. Who are you talking about then? Who's the other person? I guess maybe it's more than just that when you find Sebastian? Who would be the person she's worried about? I'm not even sure. Would be anyone we know already? I don't know. Can't think of anyone. Just what am I supposed to do? Wait a second! Holy shit. I just thought of something crazy. For one thing, that expression. That freaking expression. Like, that's the most freaked out I've ever seen her, for one thing. But also, I just thought of something crazy. What if the kid, John Marshall, no. He couldn't be Justine's son, could he? Because Justine is 26 and he's like 13. No, that's not possible. Older sister, maybe? Yeah, what if she's actually John's older sister? The last name thing's a bit weird, but they have the same color hair, and I do remember at one point, back in case 3, I remember seeing him, and we didn't know what was up with him, and he said, my mom is still working or something, right? As if Justine's the mom. That might make some sense, but then there's the issue of the age. Like, you can't really have a kid at 13. Or can you? How old do you have to be to have a kid? Maybe it is possible. I mean, I know about teen pregnancies, but I'm thinking 16, 18. Can you really have a kid at 13? Maybe. Anyways, she's freaked out enough. It might be about a kid. But yeah, that face. First time seeing it in the game. This is... For Judge Courtney to become this distraught. I should find out exactly who she is searching for. I guess it has to be her son? Question mark? Just based on what John said in that earlier case. Like, my mother is still working, I guess. I think he said something like that. I guess that's what it has to be. And that would be why maybe he's so stuck up. It would also be why he knows stuff about prosecutors. Like, you don't have the badge and you don't have proof. Like, he knows this shit because his mom's a judge. But he's also so stuck up because his mom's a judge. She's probably so busy because of the law that she doesn't have time for him. But man, that would be a really young pregnancy. Anyways. Up until now, she's been wearing the mask of a judge. This time I should be able to draw out her true feelings.